The metaphysical breakdown of the Anunnaki gold mining operation on Earth is a complex concept, but much easier to understand using the puzzle pieces around us, from which we've grown accustomed to. If you're not familiar with the Anunnaki story based off of Sumerian tablets, the Enuma Elish, it claims the Anunnaki arrived on Earth 450,000 years ago looking for minerals, namely gold, which they began mining in Africa. When Anunnaki miners became displeased with working conditions, it was decided that Anunnaki genes and Homo erectus genes would be engineered to create slaves to replace the miners, thus resulting in Homo sapiens, or mankind as we know it.
Spent years studying Sumerian artifacts and Sumerian writing, believes that the Anunnaki genetically engineered man by crossbreeding their DNA and the DNA of Homo erectus. Their reason for doing this was to use Homo sapiens as a slave race for mining gold from the earth, a job which the Anunnaki themselves were sent to do. The Enuma Elish, which consists of 7 tablets in an ancient Babylonian narrative telling the story of man's creation. It appears that the Anunnaki, also called the Anu, are the creators of mankind, and that man's purpose is to serve the gods. These beings were not from this world, but were from the heavens. They can be found throughout Sumerian culture in writings, drawings, and statues, some of which portray the Anunnaki holding a holy grail, which is supposed to depict a special bloodline they've created.
What if I told you? This gold the Anunnaki is mining for isn't the physical gold as we know it, but an energy source that radiates golden energetic light that they not only feed off of, but use it to power their entire existence. All the metaphysics points towards your soul being the actual gold light these beings thrives off of. The human race, which is a divine race sustained by the Spirit of the Most High, hold the spark of life within the depths of our being. Metaphysically, the Earth as well as a blood cell demonstrates this concept through the idea of the nucleus or the Earth's core, which is also a nucleus. Mankind being the microcosm and the macrocosm of Earth itself, we also demonstrate this same concept, but our soul is our actual nucleus, which is considered gold to the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki gold mining operation is a metaphysical one, whereas they are mining the caves or the gold mine of the subconscious mind of the human to extract the golden energy emitting from the soul as their emotions runs wild. In other words, when they say the Anunnaki tampered with our DNA, it also altered our reality into a holographic one, where our emotions get manipulated through simulated events generated by this physical matrix we are locked into. Emotions literally means energy in motion. This energy is filtered through the multiple civilizations the Anunnaki built for us. Notice cities and circuit boards are quite similar. Both are used to extract energy to feed a machine to produce intelligences that fuels a reality. The circuit boards extracts the electricity being pumped into it from a socket or a battery, and the major cities extract soul energy being pumped into it by the emotions of the human, who are also considered batteries to the Anunnaki. We get this concept in the Matrix when the machines were powering themselves with humans by using us as disposable batteries.
Control. The Matrix is a computer-generated dream world, built to keep us under control in order to change a human being into this. No.
One of the first models built of these circuit cities were the pyramids all over the world. The comparison between circuit boards and cities are uncanny. As our soul current moves throughout the cities of the world, electricity moves throughout the motherboard of your favorite device. The sun itself is also a soul/nucleus, which produces this golden light that brings life and intelligences the same way our soul brings life and intelligences to the Anunnaki to feed off of to sustain themselves. Money or gold is the metaphysical concept of how the energy is moved around and used. That's why money is referred to as currency. Currency also means energy. Your soul energy is money to the Anunnaki. That's where we get the term, selling your soul. This term, selling your soul, is used quite often to address celebrities because they extract the most gold or energy from humans' gold mines, which is your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind metaphysically represents a gold mine. Your thoughts are your gold because it radiates from the soul. That energy is then trapped in the walls of your subconscious mind, just like gold is trapped in the walls of a gold mine. The Anunnaki uses physical holographic matrix which stirs emotions to extract those golden thoughts out of your subconscious gold mind. You know how it's demonstrated as a light bulb turning on when you get an idea? It's usually displayed as a golden light inside of a translucent bulb. The metaphysical concept of the light bulb is quite transferable to your own subconscious. So as the light bulb brings light and benefits the human bulb, which is the human vessel, brings light to the Anunnaki and lights up their inner being as well as their celestial cities. The human brain itself is Anunnaki technology. That's how our golden energy is being extracted from our soul. It literally flows from our soul, then to the subconscious mind, and lastly to the brain where it's harvested by the Anunnaki and used as cash flow as well as food. Another movie that demonstrates this concept is the animated Pixar movie Monsters Incorporated. The premise of the movie revolves around monsters scaring the children and using their fear and screams as currency to power their world. The Anunnaki would be considered the monsters, while the human race would be considered the children being manipulated by Monsters Inc., aka the Anunnaki.